And to shift gears a little bit, I just want to talk about repertoire and a little bit of what you play. You've given world premieres of, I mean, hundreds of works,
Yep.
but you're also passionate about 17th and 18th century performance practice. And it might be a little bit of a strange correlation for a lot of people. So what fascinates you about both genres, and why are you fascinated?
Yeah, well, I find that I function very well on the periphery of things, like I function very well in like really new stuff and crazy stuff and really old stuff,
Right.
like, and that and I feel weirdly there's like, that's the thing that people don't really study. Like you go through a 4-year, 6-year program and it's all, the repertoire is kind of the same, And when you get out and you start thinking about what do I do now? Where do I go? Where do I focus? I've discovered that there's a wealth of information on the periphery. And that's one of the things that speaks to me. I mean, as far as contemporary music is concerned, I'm just good at it, And as a result, like, good rhythm, I have a lot of experience in like new notations and improvisation and extended techniques, and it pays the bills. Because if you can do that stuff and you can do the stuff in between anyway, then it makes for a very successful career. And as far as the old stuff is concerned, like, unfortunately, at Oberlin, I was so busy trying to just figure this out that I didn't take full advantage of every opportunity. And one thing I didn't do when I was there was I didn't learn the traverso, which is ridiculous. Like I don't know why I didn't do that. And so as a result, in the notion of, lifelong learning, I thought, why don't I just buy one? And while I was in New Zealand, I bought 4 because I'm crazy. And while I was in New Zealand, it so happened that one of the greatest Baroque flutists in the Southern Hemisphere is there. And we became very good friends, and she was my teacher for 2 years. And, I sort of started autodidactically, and she sort of sorted me out and showed me exactly what the F natural does and how it functions. And then I discovered that there's so much repertoire that hasn't been recorded, hasn't been properly edited. And so I set upon a path of sort of doing some of that. And as a result, like learning through doing,
Mm-hmm.
and, discovered a lot of works of Kant's and concerti of his that haven't been, recorded or even edited, simply because the nature of the beast, like there's so, and it again kept me off the streets, kept me busy, and I learned incredible.
I mean, what are the challenges though of recording solo repertoire? I mean, you do it a lot. You have like a quite impressive list of recordings and CDs, but a lot of it is solo. Do you feel kind of in your element playing solo? And what are there any challenges for you? I mean, some people feel kind of exposed and vulnerable. Do you feel that way or no?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not alone. Okay.
Yeah, you're not. But for me, it's important. It has always been important for me to give myself these goals. Like I want to record this repertoire because I love it, and it's easier, right? First of all, logistically. You don't have to wrangle a group of people to do anything. You can go into a studio and the work that you put in is the work what you get out of it, And through these first projects, I learned a lot about the recording process itself. And as you go through it, it gets easier. And I'm sorry, my dog is like, he's going to make an appearance. Just wait.
Yes, I hope so.
Give me that look. I learned an incredible amount. It's you put together a program that's cohesive, that's interesting, stuff that you want to do. You spend 6 months performing it, massaging it, and then you go into the studio and you just lay it down. And I've gotten really good at it. And through that, I've learned so much about my own playing, how the whole thing works, like how to get the best results in the quickest amount of time. How to practice for a recording session is very different than standing on stage and playing this stuff, you know, and like having techniques and of working so that the recording process is easy, you know. So my last CD is coming out this month, and it took me like no time to record it. It was like, and I was sort of a bit of a whirlwind, you know. Yeah, so it's also for me, it was I took it as an opportunity to learn something.